Alright guys, so I'm thinking about doing more of these, so tell me what you think about it. I did it a couple years back with an interview with Roberto Duran. Right? So here's another one. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is right before Canelo was going to get his title shot, his first ever title shot. He was going to be fighting Matthew Haddon for the title. And this was a TV show on Mexican television. By Televisa, I believe, and Nacho speaks, Canelo speaks, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Jose Sulaiman. I'm going to go ahead and do this was in Spanish. I'm going to go ahead and give you the Spanish translation of what they were saying, and then we'll talk about it after we're done with that. I accuse Jose Sulaiman, owner of the World Boxing Council, president, practically the owner, of giving the opportunity to Saul, a grand prospect, the best prospect in all of boxing currently, but the rival, I get the impression he's not. I'm not in favor of Sulaiman's attitude. When they have the opportunity, they make it very easy for certain fighters to be world champion. There are fighters that with sweat, tears, and blood have written their name in the sport. I speak for the fighters. I, as a fighter, put myself in the shoes of those in the super welterweight division. I know of their hard work to make the top 10, and I find it absurd that Canelo is going to fight someone outside the top 10, and it's absurd that a fighter fighting at welterweight in Europe is fighting for the vacant title at super welterweight. It's absurd. I speak for the fighters that are ranked, that have put their hard work, and to have someone rob them of that spot. It's a little absurd and even illegal in part of the WBC for doing that type of thing. Look, I respect the criticisms by everyone. I am happy with this opportunity, and I'm willing to fight anyone. I prepare for whoever. I train and I fight. My promoters are in charge of the opponent. With all respect to the champion, Juan Manuel Marquez, I am willing, if he doesn't believe in my abilities, after this fight, if everything goes well, give me the opportunity and he could find out for himself if he has any doubts in my abilities. I know I have a long way to go. I'm 20 years old. I'm here to be the best, and I'm taking it step by step. I'm not saying I'm the best yet. I'm aware of where I'm at and what I'm doing. I'm preparing myself for that. These are the first steps. Juan Manuel Marquez is a great champion, but I get the impression that your position is of jealousy. In boxing, there is much jealousy. The big names don't permit that others get publicity. This is the truth. Canelo is a great fighter. He will show that much. And in the future, write it down. You insult me. Allow me to finish. Let me tell you, I have doubt, but it's not jealousy. I simply speak as a fighter. I talk because I put on gloves. I've been in the ring to do my work, and I know how much hard work it takes. I'm talking for the ranked fighters. I'm saying give them the shot. The fighters that deserve it. Excuse me, it's my turn. You fought many times not being the best, and you've won. You went to Australia to defend your title, they say for $30,000, and you lost it. Are those good things? So don't criticize others. I went to Indonesia for the title against Chris John. He was a champion. Fighters are classified. So look, I'm not doubting Canelo's ability. But to be number one, who has he fought to deserve the spot? That's my question. The WBC is formed by at least one representative by every single continent. The public is the boss. The public is what brings ratings on TV. Canelo, hold on. I am not against Canelo's rating. He's an excellent prospect. I am talking about the rival you put in front of Canelo, who is not even rated in the weight class. We're not doubting Canelo's class as a fighter. With sadness, you're thinking about the gate. The public. One moment. It's my word now. I'm not doubting the caliber of Canelo, but the quality of the rival. You could have put Angulo and it would have been a great fight. Now that would have been a given. That would have given this kid the opportunity to show his quality. And no one would have doubted the fight. You're wrong. He's wrong. He doesn't remember. He lost his memory. Remember when he was 7th in the world? Everyone criticized when I gave the title shot to the 7th in the world. That day, the greatest fighter in all of Mexico was born. He's my idol. Chavez is my idol. But he earned it with hard work. He fought the best. That's why he's my idol. He fought everyone. Not like other fighters, where they're like, hey, you got to fight him. No, he's too strong. I'll avoid him. Chavez was different. He fought the best in 3 divisions. He fought Meldrick Tater. He fought Pernell Whitaker. The best of his time. He's my idol, and he proved it. I just want to thank Don Jose for having faith and confidence in me. I don't like all this contrary stuff. That's why I didn't get involved in a conversation. I like to show, and I will show with my work. I find it strange that knowing a lot about boxing, I have very little time in boxing. It's just strange that people that have been around so long, that people admire, like Nacho and Juan Manuel Marquez, that they don't understand. A fighter has a process. I'm in mine. I will show what I'm made of. And I don't care what they have to say. It's just negativity. Very negative. I'm focused on my thing. Hopefully one day they will be on my side and in favor of me. First of all, this is not jealousy. I've done what I've done. I am almost retired. I have nothing to prove. It's not jealousy. I accept Canelo is classified. But I am speaking for fighters that are ranked in that division. That's my discomfort. How another ranked fighter is not fighting for the vacant title. Number 4 I seen was ready to fight. That's my argument. I'm about to retire, have nothing to be jealous of, and nothing yet to prove. Everyone knows what I've done. The WBC is guilty. All right, so there you go. That was the confrontation. That was basically the beginning of the Juan Manuel Marquez versus Canelo Alvarez little feud they have going. This hasn't ended. Juan Manuel Marquez has come out and said recently that Canelo has to talk to Golden Boy and tell him he wants the Gennady Golovkin fight. He's also come out and said Pacquiao is too small for Canelo, criticizing the thought of that fight happening, and among other things that they've gone back and forth. In case you didn't catch it there, Juan Manuel Marquez basically challenged Marquez to a fight. He was, of course, 20 years old at the time. Marquez, a much smaller fighter than Canelo, but quick to challenge him to a fight. Clearly unable to understand the criticism. I don't know how much more clear they could have made it that they weren't criticizing Canelo, but the WBC's decision to put Canelo, to give him the title shot for a vacant title against an unrated fighter. At that, Marquez questioned Canelo being ranked number 1. He basically asked, who did he fight to be ranked number 1? And even if he is ranked, he's fighting an unranked fighter, basically in your own rankings, fighting a guy who was, Matthew Haddon, who was fighting in Europe at the time, and at welterweight at that, right? And that was the criticism. Of course, the other argument, the side of the argument that I got from Canelo was, look, I'm young, it's a work in progress. Without actually saying it, basically saying, look, it's a give me fight, yes, but that's because we have to build him up. That's basically what Jose Sulaiman was arguing. That this is the right decision. The public wants Canelo to be champion, so we have to make him champion. The public is the boss. So we have to give the public what they want. We need to let Canelo be champion, and we need to, as Canelo put it, look, it's a work in progress. I'm young. It takes time to build a fighter, and this, that, and the third. Where, again, from the Marquez end, from Nacho's side of the thing was, if you're going to be champion, you should be fighting the best. That's the whole point of being a champion. But that's a whole other discussion. So there you go. All right? Peace out.